Hi, and welcome to Wisdom from the Angels. Hi, my name is Carolyn. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button down below and the bell next to it so that you'll get email notifications of new videos when I upload. Also, if you're returning, welcome back. Welcome back to the tribe, to the family, to the crew. All right? Welcome. I want you to consider giving me a thumbs up and sharing this message with someone who may need some encouragement or positive note. As you know, on this channel, we are a voice of encouragement and inspiration, I hope. And I hope that you will share it with others so that they can also be inspired. Okay? Remember also on this channel, when we do not know which angel to call in, what do we say? We say, angels, get the flock in here. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started with the weekly read. First, let me apologize for the lateness of this. We've had a few little glitches with technology. Our internet across our whole county went out, and it's been out for like a couple of days. So that's one of the reasons that this video is late. Then when the internet went back up, my iPad decided that it was full and it wasn't going to allow me to do any tapings. So I'm like, are you serious? So I had to do a little technical, logical stuff and gotta get on the phone with Apple, and I was on hold so long I forgot why I was calling. And as I was sitting there, I started Googling it, the problem, figured it out myself. I was like, heck with this. After 45 minutes waiting on Apple to figure it out, I got it. Hello. So it made me feel good because I'm still learning. Look at me. Alrighty. I'm a little giggly. It is my birth month, and I have a birthday coming up this weekend, and I'm pretty excited. I did not, honestly, did not ever anticipate that I would be on Earth this long, but I'm here. Alrighty. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started with the weekly read, but first, we're going to clear the energy around this. Remember, I ring the singing bowl, which is this cute little one that I use for travel. It's part of my travel kit, but I thought it's so cute. I want to use it every day, whenever I want to. I don't want to just wait till I'm on a trip. I want to share. So here we go. I'm sorry. So for all of you who are new, people who are old probably already know this. When I ring the bell 3 times, just take in a deep breath and just let it resound through your body and just feel it. You can put your hand over your heart while it's going on and just see what feeling comes through. You might also hear a word or see colors or a smell. You can also do the heart link, which is joining the middle finger and the thumb together to start an invisible vibration energy going for up your arm through your heart all the way up through your crown chakra, your soul star cluster, all the way up into the angelic realm. So that's another way you can connect with the angels as well, and you can do that on your own. It doesn't cost anything. It's something free. On this channel, we love free. Anyway, let me stop being so giddy. I'm just excited that I figured out that little glitch with Apple on my own. Anyway, let's get into the reading for today. All right. Thank you, angels. Thank you. All right. The one word that I heard is, actually, it was a phrase. And the phrase I kept hearing was, things are moving. So I don't know what that means. I've already done a pre-shuffle from yesterday. I just saved the cards and the spread and said, you know what? I'm going to give them the message, but we're going to figure this out. I was held down and determined. Excuse my French. Hope there's no young children within earshot. All right, so we're going to ignore all the sounds outside. They're doing some construction where they're cutting grass. They decide to do all these things when I'm in the middle of taping. So we're going to ignore them and I'm going to speak louder. All right, so let's first do an invocation and call in the angels. And I'm going to hold, where's my, oh, there it is. There it is. Rose quartz. Okay, you can see it's really pretty. And rose quartz is all about unconditional love. And this came off of a larger piece of rose quartz. One day it just kind of fell off. Sometimes that happens with crystals. But it is a larger piece that my pups just love to lay next to. They see it and they're like, oh, let me go lay next to that. And they will start snoring almost immediately. Anyway, let's go ahead and call in the angels with an invocation. Angels, please accept this heart link invitation and join your energy with mine. Please surround us, guide us, and bring in the message that is for our highest good and highest healing. We're inviting in the archangels, the ascended masters, our own individual spiritual teams. We're also inviting in our guardian angels. We're inviting in our ancestors. We're inviting in star beings from other space, galaxies, and time. We're inviting in all loving and benevolent energies to surround us, to protect us, to inspire us, and to support us at this time. Angels, thank you. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for showing up in our lives. And thank you for supporting us on our journeys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mother Earth, for all the beauty and all that you provide. Thank you, Father Sky, for watching over us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Boy, my hands are super, super warm. So someone out there is in need of healing, and I'm hearing they're saying for me to tell you everything is going to be okay. All right? It is going to work out. All righty, so let me get on to this reading. The first, I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4 different decks and may use a fifth one. Let's see how the reading goes today. Yesterday I got halfway through this reading. Click, no more space. What? Fix that problem. Start over, same thing. So today we're not going to have those issues. Right, angels? So the angel of technology, get in here and be supportive. All right. All right, so first we're starting off with the Gilded Tarot. And I know when I first started this channel, I said I'm not going to use tarot cards. However, I've been using angel tarot cards. And I was like, you know what? Why not just use the regular deck? You used to use them. Why not use them again? And I only, in my own personal readings, every Sunday, I do a personal reading for the week to see what the energies might be. And I pull a major arcana card to get the overall sense of what the week might be like. And then I pull from other decks to see what the other days might be like. Okay. So I have about 4 on my nightstand. There are 4 different decks that I work with every single week. And I use some of them here on the channel. I have a different deck I have a different set of the same decks because I don't use my personal decks in the channel or for client readings. However, today we're going to be using the Gilded Tarot. We're going to be using the Wisdom Oracle. We're going to be using Archangel Michael's deck. And we're going to be using the Angels of the Light by Diana Cooper. Okay? All right, so let's start off with the first card. The first card is from the Gilded Tarot. And the card is number 16, right? Yes. And it is the Tower. So yes, we are having a Tower moment. Things are shifting and moving around. And part of that is because of the planets. The planets are doing their own little dance, and right now, about six of them are really retrograde, and we're coming up on the seventh. I'm going to talk about that in the next reading that I'm going to do, because I I know this would be too long of a reading if I chunked it into one. And I wanted to really get this message out that came through yesterday. So, tower moments. What are tower moments? Tower moments are when something that we thought was really in place blows up. And from the cards here on the table, it is showing that what is going on is about a decision that was made. And they're saying it is time for that decision to be reevaluated. It is time for us to let go of it, and it is time for us to really start to look at what we're letting go of. Now, there are reasons that we let go of something. Those reasons can be that we've outgrown them. We may need to let go of them so we can just breathe. We may need to let go of them so that we can move on. We may need to let go of something to make space for something new. We may need to let go so that we can stop hurting. We may need to let go so that we can stop crying. We may need to let go so that we can feel whole again. We may need to let go to heal. We may need to let go to rest. And we may need to let go to stop the heavy energy that's around us. We may also need to let go to begin to feel a sense of freedom. And what it's saying is, whatever the relationship was that was happening, that you made a decision about, it's saying that it was a good decision because right now, that is not for you. And that's the card that is coming up. I'm going to try to put it this way because we have glare here. And it's showing a fortune cookie, and the fortune cookie is saying, not for you. Not right now. Not right now. So if you've had to make a decision around a relationship, or this decision could be personal or business, they're saying either or, to not fret about it. Because right now, that relationship won't work out for you. And it won't work out in a way that is going to be sustainable over time. It may start to look good. It may look better than it is. But right now, it's not a good idea. So don't beat yourself up over any decision that you've made. You made the right one that was right for you right now. And it's saying start to look for serendipitous moments. What does that mean? Start to look where things have ended and there are new opportunities coming through. We have here the number 18. 18 is all about a numerology. It reduces to a 9 when you add the 1 and the 8. You get the number 9. 9 is all about endings. So something needed to end, so that something needed to end, remember, tower moment, so that you could have and be reminded it's not for you right now, so that something new can come in. That's what this is all about. Great endings bring in even better beginnings. And it's saying right now, you are at a fork in the road. And this is card number 13. So the card in numerology, 1 and 3 make 4. 4 is all about, the number 4 is really all about having a good foundation. So if something fell apart, that means the foundation was not strong. Something within that foundation that you thought was intact really isn't. So start to look where there might have been cracks. Don't linger on it and don't fret about it, because it is time to let it go. But the reason that you can examine it, just take a few minutes and examine it, is so that it doesn't happen again, so you don't repeat it. Okay? You don't have to sit on for it with days and days on end. set your clock. How long do you want to focus on what went wrong so you can move on to what can go right? All right? Don't get stuck in this stuff, because the stuff that we need to let go of, I got to tell you, it might hurt at first, but remember, some of that hurt is our healing. Some of what needs to be released is our healing. And sometimes our hurts, I said this to someone the other day, sometimes our hurts get in the way of our hearts. And sometimes we cannot always love because we're so busy being in fear. Remember, there are only two guiding forces in our universe here on this planet: love and fear. What is fear? Fear is a lower base energy. It is all about judgment, victimhood, what's wrong with me, what's wrong with them. Absolutely nothing when you think about it. Everything happens in perfect order. That this is the universal way. Love, when we look at things through the eyes of love, we can see the possibilities. We can see people for the good that they have. We can see people with a clarity that we cannot see when we're angry, frustrated, disappointed, and living in fear. Now, even though you can see them with eyes of love, be discerning. Be very discerning. Because soon you're going to get a message. It may come as a whisper. It may come as I'm hearing it's going to come out of the mouths of babes. Is there a babe on here? I see a stork bringing in a message. That's interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Because let me put my glasses on here. Because I think I see a pattern here that I want to bring up with y'all. Yes. Okay. So the pattern is, here we go. You know these cards tell the truth. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Message in a bottle is number 15. Remember the second card after the tower, or the first card that came out after the tower? Also number 6. About relationships, about having harmony in relationships. Well, it's hard to have harmony in a relationship when you just had a tower moment. So, no harmony in the relationship. Whatever the relationship is, you need to let it go, be it personal or business. It's going to be different for different people, because remember, this is a general reading. If it were one person, then I could say, well, where do you see disharmony? Where do you see there is an imbalance? Where do you feel like you cannot be yourself? Or where do you feel that someone is constantly putting you down? Is there a narcissist in your life? And if there is this the kind of behavior you want around you? Because narcissism belongs over here with fear. People who feel the need to be manipulative, to be in charge, to be in control, live out of fear that they're not enough, that they're not good enough. They don't see their own value, so they can't see yours. But in their way of controlling other people and situations around them, provide them with insight as to what buttons they can push. And they feel good when they do that. But do you really want to be controlled by someone? Because when you're controlled by someone, some people love that. Some people, it makes me feel so wonderful and so good. Okay. But at the same token, you're giving up your power. Do you really want to give up your power? Is it really worth it? I had a client tell me once, she said, well, I don't look at it as giving up my power, because my power is the cookie. And I said, okay, sweetheart. I said, I don't know how to say this to you without just saying it to you. Your cookie ain't the only one on the shelf. Because if he's fooling around, do you honestly think that your cookie is going to keep him coming back if he's already fooling around? So I say bring that up because that's right there is an imbalance in a relationship. You've got someone who is desperately wanting to be in a relationship with this person. I'm just giving you an example. already knowing they're out there cheating and seeing other people. And this may be coming through now because someone on the channel needs to hear it. But honestly, if you think keeping your legs crossed is going to keep somebody from going out, if they're already out there fooling around, is going to stop them, no. They might tell you it did, but they're going to be back out there real soon. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. So what you do want to look for is someone who has a loyal heart. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but you want someone who's loyal. Now, here's another game that a narcissist will run on you. They'll be out there talking about you and doing nasty things around behind your back and saying really awful things about you. Basically, a lower vibrational energy called lying. And then turn around and when you find out or say something that they don't want to hear, oh, they're always talking shit about me. Oh, how hurt am I? Again, being the victim. So here we go. You want someone who has a very loyal heart. The number here is very significant. It's number 35. I believe it's 35. Yes. And in numerology, when we take the number 35 and we really add those two numbers together, we get the number 8. Remember, the number 8 is all about abundance. When we turn it on its side, it is the number of what? Infinity. Someone who is extremely loyal to you, someone who is really caring about you, someone who really has your best interest at heart, or if it's a business relationship, someone who really sees value in what you're doing together, they're going to work as hard as anything to make certain that the goals are met. But if you have someone out there who is not for you and participating in this tower moment, not going to work out. Promise it's not. So the message says, and this is the message that's coming through very, very clearly, you are going to have to make up your mind about this tower moment. Are you going to stick around? Even though the cards are saying it is not for you. That's what it says, not for you, right there, clearly on the card. And that's why I show you guys these cards. Because the overriding message for this reading is, it is time for you to go. Now we've had 2 number 6s in this reading. And the number 6 showed up first with not for you, and there's a message in the bottle. We also had the number 6 show up with the tower, remember? 16. Although when we take 16 and add 6 and 10 together, we end up with 16, and that reduces to 7. And 7 is all about time to make a withdrawal. It can also be, some people feel about manifesting. I hear, oh, the 7 is such a great number. But sometimes it also means leaving stuff alone. Okay, depending on how it's showing up in the reading. And here it's saying it's time to let things go. Now, time to go is also the number 9. We've had the number 9 once before in this reading. And that was on this card, serendipity. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're ready to let this go, and you really are ready to let this go, this is the number 9 showing up here twice to say to you. First it showed up, the 6 showed up saying, hey, hello, it's not a good idea to hold on. Let it go. You got the number 9 showing up saying, this is an ending. And it's a serendipitous moment for you to get real clear about what fork in the road you're going to take. The cards can't lie like that. They don't lie like that. They just don't. And then we've got Archangel Michael, who comes along and says, whatever's going on your intuition, believe it. Because the message that you're feeling deep down inside, that gut feeling, is true. It's real. I once said to someone, I was doing a reading for a gentleman, and he said, well, this is my girlfriend's faithful to me. And I said, the mere fact that you had to ask that question, on some level, you already know the answer. He says, well, let's see what the cards say. And the card said, no. And he got very upset about it. Well, how? I said, so let's back up a moment. You posed the question. And if you were really sure, you wouldn't have asked. Because somewhere within you, maybe possibly on an unconscious level, you already knew the answer. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't have asked the question. So here's what Archangel Michael is saying to do. Ask for his assistance, or ask for Archangel Michael's assistance. One way to do that is to say, please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so my wisdom can come streaming through me. So that your wisdom can come streaming through me. For my own benefit and for those around me. And I'm going to put this on the channel so that you'll have this to refer to. The other card that comes out when I asked the angels for more information was the card of clarity. And there's an affirmation here that I'm also going to post. When we need clarity around a situation, we can ask the angels for clarity. If we're not sure which angel, we can say, angels, get the flock in here. Bring in clarity. Bring in guidance. What is my next action? Where should I be putting all of my energy? Where should I focus? And the message on this card is, angel wisdom reminds you that a busy, cluttered mind is a sick one, and a still and clear mind is a divine one. Allow the wisdom in your heart to radiate out and dissolve the chatter of your mind. Know that your angel has drawn this to your attention and is waiting to help you in your task. Sit quietly so that you can find the stillness within. Then you can shine a pure, clear light onto every area of your life. In the clarity of this light, the angels will reveal a new way of being. You will see things very differently and be able to make decisions from strength and clarity. And the affirmation is, my mind is quiet, still, and clear. Again, my mind is quiet, still, and clear. Again, my mind is quiet, still, and clear. Now, can we use an affirmation? First of all, what is an affirmation? An affirmation is a very short, powerful, positive sentence that can bring insight, guidance, and support in a very short amount of time. It can also provide us with information. It can also inspire us. And by constantly repeating it to ourselves, we can switch our mindset from fear to love. We can switch our mindset from being a victim to being a victor and having victory. Think about, what is it that you truly, truly want right now? Because that is a part of some of the planets that are retrograding. So I want you to stay tuned for my next reading, which is also going to be about all the planets that are retrograding. I do know a little bit about astrology, just enough. I had an aunt, I grew up with an aunt who was an astrologist, and it was sort of quietly kept because that was the woo-woo stuff. Anyway, but I'm going to be doing that reading right after I get this one posted. So go back and look for that reading. It's going to be posted for later today. And I want you to really give some thought to this decision that you've made, this relationship that has ran its course. Remember, some people are in our lives for a reason. Some are here for a season. Keep the ones around that you truly, truly, truly feel that are loyal, that you can trust. Now, I'm not saying people can't have a hiccup every now and again, but as my friend, another Virgo, said, as Virgos, you mess up with us once, your head can go on the chopping block. Since I tend to be an older Virgo in terms of I'm closer to the Libra line. I tend to give people more than one chance. But when those chances are gone, hasta la vista, baby. So I'm going to end on that note. And please consider giving me a thumbs up and coming back again to Wisdom from the Angels. And I thank you for stopping by today. Don't forget, share this with someone who may need inspiration. And go ahead, if you're new, come on, consider being a subscriber. It's free. And you'll get notifications. If this reading did not resonate with you, read it another day. That's why I don't timestamp them. Okay? All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. I so appreciate all of your time, and I would love to hear your comments. The ones that I see on YouTube, I do respond to. I promise I do. All right. It may take me a day or two because sometimes they don't pop up right away. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All of you are a blessing, and may you have more joy and love and peace in your heart than you even know what to do with. All right. Take care. Come on back.